Okay, hello everyone. Right, a bit of a downer, a bit of a negative video. I really wanted to criticize this particular chess book. It's very famous, so they won't be losing royalties from this video anyway. Uh, okay, now first of all, the book is it it's it's well known, it's well liked, it's very popular. Some people say it's like the greatest chess book ever. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's very, very overrated. It's definitely not suitable for beginners and even for strong players. I remember when I was going through this game, I really didn't even understand the move that you're about to see. Okay, and I was already champion of the town. My FIDE was probably around 1800 back then, let's say, something like that. And I just didn't understand this move. The only time that I understood it was after reading lots of chess books, getting to know, improving on my endgame knowledge and middle game knowledge. That when one of my students asked me, why did Fischer play this move? Okay, and I thought, this is unusual. Okay, and then after a while, I kind of got the gist of it. Okay, and I had to explain it to it. And then I thought, wait a minute, I don't ever remember this position being that important. So I went back to my bookshelf, found my 60 memorable games. I I think I even went to the library to find either the new, oh gosh, I can't remember. I think it was the first edition, something like that. I think it was in that notation. Is it algebraic notation that I don't really understand? Okay. And then I've got the new one. I think it's on my Kindle, or the latest edition. And I looked through the explanations. There was no reason. There was no reasoning. There was no planning. There was just absolutely nothing about it. Okay. So I decided to explain it to my student here. Okay, so why did Bobby play knight d5? It's an incredible move. Okay, now first of all, okay, what was the actual move played? It was bishop takes. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so if pawn takes, okay, now you could go here, but after bishop b5, something like here, trying to attract the bishop. You can even go here, b3, trapping the bishop, attacking the rook, and then it also gets this pawn here. This bishop won't survive, so you might as well get rid of it for something. Anyway, okay, so rook here takes, okay, and then after this kind of move, preventing the bishop from moving, okay, not that great for white, okay, and then you go back again to the beginning. Okay, so I think this is the more correct way. Okay, so after this, black is going to lose his bishop. No one ever mentions this. Okay, black is going to lose his bishop. So you could play the knight here even. Okay, loses the bishop. Okay, and nowhere, and I don't remember anyone ever mentioning this position, saying, okay, in this sort of endgame, it would be a knight versus bishop endgame. Is it an open board? Yes. So the first thing I'm thinking is, oh, great. White must have the advantage. And it sort of makes sense after bishop here. Okay. Something like this. Here, here. Bishop goes back here, attacking this pawn. Pawn moves here. And then white is somehow corralling this pawn. Okay. And he's got lots of advantage. Gosh, what else can I say? The bishop surely dominates the knight. Okay. That's very important. That's very important as a chess player. You really need to know that. And It's not the first thing that I thought of when I studied this game for the first time years ago. Maybe my knowledge of middle games improved, which is why I was able to understand the position better. Anyway, okay, so after here, okay, so let's go back. Right. So takes with the bishop, takes with the e-pawn, okay, and then Bobby played this move, okay. Yeah, I mean, it would be a bit of a mistake to play this pawn takes, rook takes, and then black is saddled with this backward pawn here. Okay, so even after here, attacking this pawn, okay, whilst attacking this rook, doesn't really matter. Okay, move the rook to defend this. Black can go here, go here. Okay, I don't think it gains that much. Okay. Okay, takes. And I don't know, very difficult to say whether it's completely winning. Okay, could it go here? Possibly, not sure. Pawn takes, okay. And then the idea is probably just to push these pieces home here, here, something like that. And then the king gets in, okay. Ah, no, rook d2. So maybe defending this rank first, and after king gets in, okay, and he has easier access because of the pawn moving to f3. Okay, great. Okay, and I think white is still a little bit better, much easier to play. Okay, even after ideas of c5 and then rook b2 attacking this pawn, that's possible. Okay, but nowhere does it mention this in the book, or what Bobby's idea was. Okay, so even if we just go back here, push back, okay, takes here, okay, knight here, okay. Black is left with this backward pawn, okay, which is completely isolated, and it's just primed to be picked off, okay. And white gets lots of play, okay. And this is where, if you understand in endgames that the bishop is better than the knight, okay, black would foresee that and completely try to avoid that. And on the flip side, you could be saying white really wanted to aim for this kind of position, but nowhere does it say that, okay. So hopefully I can explain that one to you. Anyway, okay, what Fischer does mention in his book is that, where was the position here? Okay, so knight d5. Probably the move that gives the most stubborn resistance is actually this move, knight e5. Now, I don't remember the line, so I don't have the book in front of me. Sorry, not well prepared. Okay, so check, king in the corner. Even after taking, okay. Even here, what I say? Gosh. Pawn here, knight takes, okay. Is this a good idea? That pawn's a little weak there. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I've kind of got the line. Here we go. Bishop here, here, okay. Yeah, okay. Right, so the knight can't take, the knight can't take this pawn because it will be gone. It's completely trapped, okay. So we got to go back here, okay. So f4, where does the knight go? Does it really want to go back here? Okay, and then black is just saddled with all these weaknesses. They're about to go into an endgame. and this bishop is much better than the knight here. Okay. Here takes here. There we go. Just completely dominating the knight here. Okay, and yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of my 60 memorable games, and also when it comes to chess books, it is quite difficult to learn a lot from them. You know, you spend a lot of money, you spend a lot of time, and what do you really get out of it? Okay, so I would recommend people to sit down with a coach to go through some of these games and ideas that you don't understand. Maybe go through it with an engine, if that helps. Okay, if you can understand the engine, it might point something out that you might never have seen before. Go use YouTube videos. Yeah, just try to use all the avenues you can. But I can understand why a lot of beginners struggle to use books as materials, because they're not really explained very well at times. So hopefully this video will help anyway. Okay, those are my thought processes. Hopefully you can add them to your game if it helps, if it doesn't overcomplicate things, that is. Right, okay, thank you very much for your time, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.